Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Carla. Oh, sorry. Let's start all over again, guys. Welcome, guys. It's your girl Carla from Life with Carla. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to always have you, and it's a pleasure to always talk to you as well. So in today's video, I'm going to do a makeup for. I've got another video I need to do, so I need to do a makeup for that. So I thought I'll film while we're at it. You seem to like my makeup videos, so I thought I'll come to the camera and sit down, do a makeup with a little bit of chit chat. Not quite sure yet what I'm going to talk about, but I'll just wing it as I go along. So yeah, so welcome. Come on in. Let's get into the video. So let's get the glasses off because you know we can't work with this ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna hack it today, hopefully. I got my trusty here, so that should keep me going. Now we start with brows, but I think I want to do my brows off camera because it takes so long. All right, guys. So let's zoom in. That's what they look like at the moment. I haven't cleaned them up yet, so I'm going to try to clean them up now. So I used it's Revolution, and I think it's dark brown. I got it from Amazon. It looks like it's finished. Look like it's done. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm bright. I got the what do you call it? The ring light on. That's right. Right, so what are we going to chit chat about now? Let's first talk about being mature in this space, meaning the YouTube space, being a mature digital creator or a mature influencer or a mature YouTuber, whatever you want to call yourself. You know, this space is it's for everyone. The space is open for everyone. Young adults, older adults. Even you see now on TikTok, it's age is nothing over there. And TikTok is killing it at the moment. But over here on YouTube, there seems to be a bit of a standoffish. I've been watching YouTube for a long time now, I would say. Maybe around 2011. But I got more into it, I would say, maybe around 2014, thereabout. You know, I started watching it more and more and more. I kind of get into it. So if I had started YouTube from that, then you could see maybe the growth. And but it wasn't a space that I wanted to be involved in terms of creating content for. It wasn't. But as years go on and I get into it, I'm thinking, but I have knowledge I could add to the space. So why not? But I got it all wrong. I thought, oh, I need to get my camera first. I need to have camera. I need to have all the lightings. All these things you see others have. You're telling yourself, oh, I need to have those in order to start. Not realizing that. But no, Carla, you can start with your phone and use natural light. You don't have to have ring light. What do you think of that, guys? Do you think does that look? You know they're not sisters, aren't you? You know they're not twins. No, never. I'm not going to spend all day here trying to finish it just to get it perfect. I'm not an MUA. So I'm not trying to finish, you know, just to make it even. But I think based on what I'm looking at, unless the mirror is tricking me, but they do look like the twins to me. They're gone past sister stage now. Yeah. So right, so we've done our brows, so now we're going to move on to our lid now. So where is it? This thing. I have this. Years now I have it. What did someone say to do first? So it doesn't. It's lid primer. Again, it's guess where it's from, guys? Without me having to tell you. Avon, mate. Avon. Trusty Avon. This is from. you know why we have to make a face, guys? Do you know? Why do we make a face when we're doing things over the eyes, eh? Why do we make a face? I don't know. Anyone know? Please put it down below in the comment section. Anyone knows? Anyone knows? Anyone knows? Right, okay. So back to this YouTube space for the mature, for the older influencers. So today I like this, so I'm going to go over my lid with it. I'm going to start building it up first with this one here. I might have to do a lot of work because it's Primark, so and I have it a long time, so I don't know if it's right. So this YouTube space here, we were talking about my love, you know, it's for everyone. Miss Mary, Miss Jane, he, she, and the old lady. But I find that the older you are, especially if you are of a certain size and color, it's harder. You have to do more work than your counterpart, than your other counterpart. Now, I can't say I have had any experience of that nature because I'm new to the space, but I'm new to the space as an influencer, but I'm not new to the space as watching and seeing what is happening, hearing people talk about it as well. It's as if you are redundant and YouTube is only for younger people. It's not. That is hoo ha ha ha. It's not. So all you need to do is just you come with what you can offer. The market is wide and vast. Be consistent and it will happen. You know, it will happen. It takes a longer time to happen, but it will happen. You carry on doing what you are doing. Don't give up. Carry on fighting the good fight. Fight the good fight. It will happen. It will happen one day. One day you'll get your big break. Some people have been in the space for 7 years. I was watching Alia's face. Is that Alia's face? And she said she'd been in the space now, I think 7 years. Don't quote me on that one. You can watch her channel and you'll see it. And she said she has just had her first brand away, like going away with a brand. 7 years she's been in the space, and it's the very first she's going away with a brand. Okay, so we had in the 7 years, you could say 2 years were taken away because of COVID. So we could call it 5 years in the space, and she gets her first away brand with a very big brand. So it shows you that, you know, you can, it will happen. We just need to be patient, you know. But I do find that it's a space for us, melanin race, for us, older influencers. People think we are redundant and we shouldn't be here. Leave it to the younger folks. Well, it will be like you're telling me I shouldn't go into social work at this age. I am redundant. No one will employ you. It's like that's what you're saying. No one will employ you as a solicitor because you are of a certain age. Where did you get that? Where have you heard that happen? No. Take no bulls from anyone. Not like that. The Methodist Church, I was saying a gentleman who is very good. He's a late preacher. And I was saying, oh, so why don't you just go in for ministry and become a minister, full-fledged minister, get your wage, blah, 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 blah. And he said, Carla, at my age, they're not going to sponsor him because they're not going to get much out of him. Obviously, this is someone in their 70s. This person they haven't had their career already, but they you know, they love to preach, they love the ministry, they just want to give back to the Lord, and so they do this. He's a lay preacher. He's also the safeguarding lecturer for the circuit. But what he said is valid. He says at his age they wouldn't get much out of him because they would spend all this money to train him, and then how much more years would he be able to give back? So it would not worth the wear. You know, you say you buy the shoes for so much money, but it will worth the wear because you will wear it so many times. Well, it's like what he's trying to say is, no, Carla, because of my age, I wouldn't have much to give back, much years to give back to them before maybe he gets ill or die or something like that. That's what he's saying, you know. And I can understand that. But in this space, it's not like someone is employing you or this is self-employed. You are coming with something that you can offer others. So I don't know why people should turn their nose up or turn their face up. If you don't want to watch the content, then don't watch it. Like people are taking something away from you and you're not even doing it yourself. You know, so yeah, so that's my first talk. I need another brush, or should I wipe this off? Chit Chat topic is coming to faith, coming to Christ. You know, I'm a Christian, And my channel does involve me being open and honest about who I serve and whom I believe in and whom my identity is in. So yeah, so hopefully you won't run away. You will stay to hear what I have to offer. And if you think I'm incorrect, you know, or if you don't believe in what I'm saying, leave your comment down below. You know, we're not here to bite anyone. It's a democratic world. Well, it's a democratic country. I live in a democratic country, so I can express my Christian views as long as I'm not bullying anyone, and I'm not forcing you to accept my beliefs. You don't have to if you don't want to. This is what I mean. So yeah, so that's where we're heading now. So I'm going to use this one next. I should know. I think I want to use that on my lid. Well, there's a color that I want to use on my lid, which is kind of like that, which is going to be from this palette here. See that? Quite pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So I want to use one or two of those on my lid, but I don't want it to conflict with this. So I think I'm going to build this up. No, I've used that already. I think I'm gonna have to go with that. Sorry. I'll just build this up. Build it up as you go along. Build it up as I go along. Yeah. So coming to Christ. You know, in what I recognize of myself, because I can't remember my life of before maybe 9, 10-ish, 9, 10. I can't remember. I can't remember my childhood at that age. Yeah, but I can remember afterwards. You know, maybe from 11, 12-ish there, but I'm in a blotch here. I wonder why that is. Let's blend it and see if it will come out. Yeah, blend away. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. Okay, I like that. It's coming off quite nice and not overly pigmented, because I don't want it to be, you know. Yeah. So as I was saying, coming to Christ, I can remember most of my life but I remember they used to come to our home. The pastor man used to come to our home, and you would put the building blocks. You'd put some out, and then you put this wood across it. So we'd have 3 blocks, one at either end and one in the middle, and the board across, and that's the seating arrangement in the yard. And so that would be Sunday school. So we'd come and do Sunday school with us, you know, teach us about the Bible and about God and Jesus, you know, and we need to be good and kind. So I can remember from there, and then the bigger I get, or the older I should say, the older I get, you know, then we started going to church. Mom insists that I go to church, and I can't remember, was it me only? Yeah, I can't remember I can't remember my aunt, if no, she never came. I think it was just me and maybe some of my uncles when they went to. Maybe they didn't like going to church. Uncle Robert, yay! If you're watching me, I don't know if you came to church. You were so young, maybe you wouldn't. I don't know if you came to church. But yeah, Uncle Robert, Uncle Moko. So I know myself, I was, you know, in church, but not committed. Just going to church because we were sent. I was sent. You know, I was sent. So don't stay home. That's that attitude, you know. Gotta go out and worship the Lord. So yeah, so that's how, you know, the journey began. That's how the journey started. And I'm grateful that my mom insists that I go to church. So then my mom started to go to church herself. And so I joined her at the church she started to go to. I wasn't baptized or anything. No. I wasn't baptized. I wasn't forced. I can't remember if my mom asked me if I wanted to. But by then I was away at secondary school, so I was bored. I attended boarding school, so maybe because I wasn't home, so that pressure wasn't on for me to be baptized. But I know my mom baptized. I wasn't even at baptism. I wasn't at her baptism. I can't recall. I can't recall if I was at my mom's baptism. I'd have to find out from my aunt if I was. But yeah. So that's how the journey carried on until I went to college in Jamaica. I learned more about Christ, because again, it was a Christian institution. So I went to a faith-based high school in Montego Bay, and then I went to faith-based. I went to that same faith-based college, no, university in Jamaica. And so I step up again my game. I learn more of Christ. Again, you know, you learn, yes, but you're not committed. You know, you're learning, but you're not committed. You're not making the commitment. Because I had the children's father by then. So yeah, so I was doing what I shouldn't do. You know, you outside of marriage. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I was doing the do that I shouldn't be doing. But yeah. And so yeah, I was end up with 2 children. And then, so fast forward now to here. Right, guys, and just like that, the other lid is done. Just like that, so we've done the next lid. Dabbling just a little of the eyeshadow primer. Just put a little bit more back on it. I want what I'm going to put on here now. Pop. I want it to, is that the word? Stand out? Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen. I want it to stand out. Next, I add a little powder, which I didn't put the powder on this. You remember when I put the primer on, I didn't put the powder on, but I did put it on the other one after I realized. So I'm adding it to here as well, just to set it. It doesn't move. I put the shadow on. It's gonna be like a glittery one, or a shimmer one I'm going to use. Okay, so let's just clean up. Okay, I'm not really an eyeshadow person, you know. I do love my makeup, but I'm not necessarily eyeshadow. I'm not really an eyeshadow girl. It takes such time, and you have to know how to make color works, you know. And I'm just the same this year, maybe from a different palette, but I'm a neutral girl. You'll see, that's me. Yeah. But anyway, now I'm going to use this. It's from Superdrugs, and it's from the Revolution Pro line, and this is called Ultimate Eye Look Palette. Which one is this then? Because I do have, it's 3 different types I saw, so I chose this one, but I don't know what it just says Ultimate Eye Look Palette Quartz Crush. So I don't know, and that's what the front looks like. Yeah, quite pretty. I thought this is what I was going to see in there, all of this together mixed like that, but it's individual. That's one. I'm going to use this one. This one is a little bit more dense, not so dense. It's thinner and it's quite precise. I'm going to use that. But before that, I'm going to they're so pretty, aren't they? Lovely. Should I use 2 different colors? Let's try this one. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I swipe it. And then that's the other one, the darker one. Yeah. Oh, not the darker one, sorry, it's the next. So this is a very dark one. And that's the wine looking one there. And then we have this one, which we can put over our eyelid. There. That's the 4 color there. Okay, so let's put the lighter one in. Try it in here. Oh, it has a glass as well. Oh, fancy that. Oh, it's not coming up. Okay, now we should. Oh, please. I think it's doing it. Hold on, let's see. I'm patching it. You know, see if I can get the color too. I guess I could spray the brush too, isn't it? Alright, let's I didn't want to spray it. I'm quite disappointed that I have to spray it for it to work. If this is their pro line, then it should be better formula. Good. Hey, who am I to complain? Okay, so let's carry on with the discussion. So moving forward, as I said, move to England, and now you're on your own. You don't have any parents to encourage you anymore, but the Spirit of the Lord never leaves me. He's always following me. He never leaves. His word said, I'll never leave you, neither will I forsake you. Even sinners, he still follows them because he wants their heart. He wants us to say, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You are the I am. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. You are the one who died on the cross for my sin, so I will no longer be a slave to sin. So he never leaves us. He's always with us. So then I'm going to use the back side of the brush to do the other color that I want, which is this one. I'm going to go in with just to add it here. I don't know the effect I'm going to get from that. So let's wet it because it's not really giving me as I want it to. Let's see. Overlap. I overlap it. Yeah. And then that's the side I had used. Okay. So yeah, so as I said, the Lord never forsakes me. Never forsakes me. He's always with me. And I still carry on. Still, because my grand aunt was here at the time as well. So we went to church. I went to her church. Actually, I visited quite a few churches, I must say. I did. I went to a couple of churches before I went to aunt's church. So yeah, so I was still inclined. I still had it in me to go to church. Again, no commitment, not making any commitment. Just going and continue to live in sin. Or to live outside of Christ's ways, But I must say as well, a lot of time we talk about our faith and we talk about Christianity. Some will say the journey is not easy. And some people say, well, the journey is the journey, And I guess we're individuals, and our perception of things are going to be different. And for some people, the journey will be easy for them. And for others, it's a rocky road. If you're not strong in the faith, you want to be drawn back. Because remember, Paul says in Romans, I can't remember what chapter in Romans he says, he wants to do good, but this fleshy side of him, meaning the worldly side of him, is fighting against that spirit that lives in us that wants to do good. So we're fighting against one another. One wants to pull this way and the other one wants to pull that way. So, so sometimes, yes, you will find that you do get caught up in a situation like that where you really want to do good. But if you're not strong, the enemy comes in and he just takes over. He takes over. And he wants you to do his way. Because you see, he's in a competition, The enemy is in competition. Jesus is not in any competition. The Father is not in any competition. It's the enemy who is in the competition. He wants to see how many souls he can detract. And the ones who aren't yet committed, he has them already. So the ones who are committed to Christ, he's fighting to get them away, to say he is the better person. In Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, those ones, they are the Gospels. They are the Gospels. Yes, sorry. They are the Gospels. I think in John, somewhere in John, it says, the enemy is out to steal, to kill, and to destroy. See what I mean? Steal, kill, and to destroy us. So that just sums it up and show you that he is out to get us. And the ones who he has, hey, you think he cares about them? No, the enemy doesn't, because the minute something happens, he can't solve it for them. People will say, oh, if God was such a good person, why does he let these things happen to me? And my take on that is, unfortunately, things happen to us. And so we live our lives the way we want to live, with no intervention from Christ Jesus. We don't want him in our lives. We don't even go to church. We don't want to hear anyone who is trying to evangelize to us on the street. We don't want to hear it. But the minute something happens, that same God that we don't want to hear about, we are now calling on him. But you know, he's just, he's fair. And he said he will never leave us, neither will he forsake us. That same God, if you call on him, he's there to help you. But you have to call him. You think he's just going to show up? Oh, here I am. I'm ready. You have to call him. You have to invite him in. Remember, you know, we have free will. So if he just shows up and start to do things, you're going to say, but I never asked you to. I thought you said we had free will. Do you see what I mean? So we need those who aren't in Christ Jesus as yet, or even some of us who are in Christ Jesus, we do say, so, why me, Lord? Why Jesus when he went on the cross? Why? Why he? He took our punishment for us. So, you know, who are we to say, why me, Lord? See? I wanted two color, but they look the same, isn't it? All right, anyway, I'm going to add some dark color. I'm going to add some dark color right here. But it's not black. I don't want black. Go into my bronzer. Let's see. It's rain outside. Look at yesterday. It was, ooh, sun everywhere. And now, rain. Rain. So yeah, so coming to faith, it's a beautiful thing. Wonderful. It's a beautiful experience. I'm telling you, coming to faith is such a wonderful experience. You know, it's getting to know Christ, getting to know Christ better, have a relationship with him. It's that contentment. It gives you peace and joy. You know, because if you live according to the scriptures, your values, you will hold better values, because you will be kind, you'll be loving, you'll be forgiving, you would be persevering, you'll have perseverance, meek, you'll be humble. And if your life encompass all of what I've just said, then so humble that you would give away even your last coin. And I want to tell you that a lot of non-Christians or non-religious people, non-religious people do encompass some of these qualities. Some of these they're kind, they're philanthropists, aren't they? They're philanthropists. Use my brush guide to one that is more dense, because it wasn't coming up, so I don't know. That's probably my fit one. Right, so as I was saying, a lot of philanthropists do say they are Christians, because they're kind people. They give to the poor, isn't it? And the Bible speaks about that. The Bible says, blessed are the poor in spirit, and also blessed are those who give to the poor. The Bible speaks about that too. But it's not only the giving, it's the living as well. Does your life encompass what Christ's life look like? You know, when Christ was on earth, how he lived. Does our life encompass that example that he set? You see, that is it. He set the ultimate example. So I don't want to be like all these people who are, oh, they're so kind and they give away this and they give away that. But are they living their life? Huh? Your words and your actions should align. Your words, what I speak out of my mouth, should resemble how I act. Yeah? Don't let me start to preach. I don't want to. Please, I beg. I'm not preaching today. I'm just telling you about coming to Christ. That it's a wonderful journey. You think I'm going to tell you the road is easy? It's not. If you look at from the New Old Testament right through to the New Testament, which one of the prophets, the apostles, the kings, the ones that were of Christ Jesus, you tell me which one had it easy. Read from Genesis back to Revelation. Tell me which one is easy. None of them. They all went through the fire, the storm, the trial. They all went through those situations. So it's not an easy road, but it's a road which is very rewarding. Very, very rewarding road. Very rewarding. And at times we don't see the reward now. We don't see the reward now. Because you see, if Christ wants us to know everything as it is happening before it happens, then we wouldn't even have a need for him, isn't it? Because we would know it before it even happened and to get ourselves aligned to be in the correct way. So if we knew we were going to have an accident down on the road, down let's say Marvin Road, and you knew prior, would you go down Marvin Road? No. So we wouldn't have any need for Christ if we know everything. And so that's why we're not going to know everything. But we live by faith, not by sight. We don't have to see the thing to know that it is there. I'm breathing in air now. I'm breathing in fresh air, but I can't see it. Isn't it? I need oxygen to live. Cut off the oxygen and what is going to happen? Cut off the air that I can't see. I'm a dead dog. So we live by faith and not by sight, my love. And my coming to faith, it's a road. When the time arrives, when Christ says, this is the moment, Carla, this is it, there's no turning back. There's no if, there's no but. You know that you're making the right decision. And sometimes I beat myself up, which I shouldn't, because as I said, everything has a purpose. And so it was never yet my time prior to me coming to Christ and making the commitment to serve him and to live for him. Prior to it was never meant to be. It was never meant to be when I was in my 40s. Now is the time. Now is the acceptable time. He says, right now is the time. And when the time comes, you will know. You will know. You will know when the time comes. But in the meantime, prepare yourself. Read the word and be convicted in your heart. Let the word convict you. It's a wonderful feeling. All right, guys. I think that's it there. I'm not quite finished it, but I've done. I think that's it. I don't want a dark outer end. You see what I mean? I don't want it to dark, because I'm going to show you. Put my pen. It's a lady in Super Drugs. Pick it up for me. I told her to choose one for me. This is what she gave me. I would have rather the point a bit fatter, but I don't think there were any in there. Even when you're doing the eyeliner, they're not twins. Even with the eyeliners, they're not twins. Even with the eyeliner, they're not twins. Right, finish with my eyes. And someone says so. I had put my moisturizer on already, but I didn't put my primer, my face primer, not yet. But I saw someone they spray their face. They put the moisturizer first, and then they dust a little powder. Maybe I should put a little bit more moisturizer, isn't it? And just a little. I'm gonna put. I even put my what do you call that? My serum as well. I did my face care before I come here. If you want to see what my face routine is like, just leave the comments down below. And by now, I hope have you you know what I'm gonna say, isn't it? Have you? You've seen me done my eyebrow. I've done my eyeshadow. But did you subscribe? Come on. Make sure you thumbs up. And also press that red button. We love you over here. But also, come on, man. Subscribe. Thumbs up the video. And share it, mate. Come on, come on, come on. I'm giving you the content. Yeah? Okay. So that's what the person did. And then they put a little powder on their face. Some powder, some translucent powder. So I'm going to try that. And the nose, because you know we do. Yep. Let's see. He said it makes it looks flawless. Skin. Everybody wants skin. The face to look natural. So yeah. So let's see if that works. So we've done it. And then you spray one of your face spray. I've got another one here that I told you about prior. A friend of mine, daughter, Condor. I better use it because it's maybe it will be for this purpose. So remember I said it is rose infused facial mist. There it is. Rose infused. Let's see. Facial mist from the brand Condor, C-O-N-D-O-R. So here we go now. Have I got it at the right place? Right place, right place. Ooh, smells gorgeous. Really refreshing. And it says let it dry. It says to let it dry. And as I'd use this, I think I'm going to use this for my. So I'm going to try this new. I've never used this before. It's I think Maybelline foundation. I've never used their foundation before. So Dream Radiant Liquid from Maybelline, 12-hour hydration, and it has hyaluronic acid and collagen in it. Toffee caramel. Tell these people they won't write these things big enough for people to see. What's the matter with them? Mixing it with my SPF tinted moisturizer. I'm mixing it with that, which is SPF 20. So let's put some of that in there. Give it a mix. Not much. Caramel and toffee. Okay, dokie. Looks okay, don't you think? Yeah. Yeah. do you think? You could even leave it here. If you're someone who not necessarily want a full beat, I think this looks okay. Looks skin-like, and you get the coverage. I do think. Yep, you get the coverage, and it, yeah, I think that could work. But knowing me, I'm gonna go in for a little bit more. I'm gonna add some more to it, but not any of the Yep, that's it. So yeah, so back to the chit chatty here, So coming to Christ, my love. I'm not gonna. For me, it wasn't an easy road. I struggled, and even now I am still struggling with prayer. Prayer is my main shortfall. I don't pray as much as I should. Sometimes I'm so caught up that I even forget to pray. And then sometimes even when I'm praying, I'm falling asleep. Falling asleep in the middle of the prayer. But if I was watching a movie, I wouldn't fall asleep though, would I? Wait. I think I like this, I don't know. I like this. Better than the others that I've used. Well, I've used L'Oreal and Avon. I've even used a Clinique as well. Well, it was a good one, I must say. I'm not gonna bash it. Yeah, Clinique was a good one. But expensive. But expensive. Okay. As I said, when I commit to Christ, I struggled, but I've asked for forgiveness. Each time I fall, I ask for forgiveness. I don't fall and stay down, because we will fall, but we must stay down. You get back up and you pray and you ask the Lord for forgiveness. The Lord knows that this flesh of ours, it's on our own. We can't control it. That's why we need Christ in our lives, so we can have Him to help us to overcome all the things the enemy throw at us, or even that we do of our own accord. So yeah, so we do need that man. We need him. So that's that's my story. So yeah, and then I eventually commit, baptize, filled with the Holy Ghost, and just living for Him now. My single life. Just living for Christ. Paul says, Paul in Romans says, if you don't, because he wasn't married, you don't have to get married. But if you think you will burn, the conversation going so far, guys, come on. Down the bottom, get engaged, be engaging. Don't be afraid. Who's going to bite you? Who knows you? No one knows you. When you're writing your comments, no one knows what you write. No one knows who you are. You write that comment, you leave it, and that's it. You're gone about your merry way. Because a lot of people don't have their face to the name. So you see a name, and a name could be anybody. Could be anyone. So don't be afraid to say what you want to say down there. That's what it is down there for. It's for engaging. Have this start a conversation. Yeah. Now we're going to do our under-eye business. Oh, another new one again to open. Oh dear. Don't let it take time to open. Okay, here we come. No, I think this dries quickly, so I need to work fast. They dry very quickly. But I'm not sure if I should. Let's blend this one out first, and then I'll blend this out first, and then I'll add this to it. When you do makeup, you get to the point where you think, who is that? Is that really me? It makes you look. You know what I'm trying to say. Okay, I think I need to blend this thing out now because it's make sure my this is wet because it's gone dry. I can tell you it's dry already. You can see the dryness. You can see, so that's good in a sense when it's and it doesn't move. It stays there, you know. Yes, 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 yes. What do I look like here? Hey? After something. Brush my brush. So what else can we talk about now? Again, gas price, cost of living. You know, like politics, isn't it? Got it stepping into politics. But it's economy, isn't it? It affects all of us. It affects every single person. So yeah, gas price is horrendous, isn't it? Those who drive, or even if you don't drive, you're feeling it in the increase in taxi, in transport costs. It affects everybody. So if you're a driver, it affects you because you're buying fuel, and if you're a pedestrian, well, if you're a passenger, it affects you too because you have to pay the price of transport to take you home unless you are walking, unless you you can walk, as you can walk to where you're living, then and that's fine, isn't it? That's fine. That's fine. No, not a problem. But yes, you know, I think I mentioned it in a vlog gone that when I went to get fuel on Sunday, I was saying I had half tank, or just a little bit under half tank of diesel, and I put 40 pounds in on Sunday, and it's not full. I end up with 3/4 tank of diesel. 3/4 tank of diesel. So that just shows you the level of how between February the war began, around February, March, thereabout, the war began, and diesel was at £1.44-ish, thereabout, £1.44-ish, and now it's £1. The last when I filled up on Sunday, it was near £1.90. It was £1.88 and some pence. So it just shows you how, you know, cost of living is really ramp up, and that is just because of what? Well, it's not only because of the war. It's quite a few factors. For us in the UK, we're no longer part of the EU, the common market. We're in the EU, but we're not a part of the common market. So that also prices are going to hike up, because right now, because when they were in the EU, there was a common market. So whatever the price is for potato, tomatoes, that's the price for everybody in the market. But now, with us not in the market, prices can be anything. They can sell it to us cheap, they can sell it to us expensive. Who can stop them? Here's what I mean. So that impact as well. That's why you see the Prime Minister is going all over the place now, trying to make deals with these countries so we can buy from them and make the transition smooth. A smooth transition. So yeah, so that plus COVID. Yes, we had COVID, you know. That didn't make things, that make things even harder because everybody want to recuperate their expense and their cost. Don't think that when the government was giving away all of this money that something wasn't going to happen, that they will need to get back their money. Yes, they need to get it back. And so this is what is happening now. Prices are going up. It's because they want their money back. They need to get it back. They need back their money so the economy can carry on providing, just in case there's another storm brew. Yep. And then all of that, just as you think COVID is a little near at the bottom of the hill, the war hits us. Oh my word, mamma mia. I for one didn't think it was going to last this long. I for one didn't think it was going to last this long, my dear. So I spoke about it, that, you know, they were queuing up for fuel. It's not needed, blah blah blah, until you see what happened. Hey, Carla, you were the stupid one then. I was the stupid one who thought everything is going to be alright. Nothing is going to happen. People are just making hoo-ha out of nothing. Really? Girlfriend, please stop it. You're just as crazy as Mr. What's his name? Mr. Putin. Mr. Putin is saying, this one is crazy, you know that. That Carla, she's a mad one. Don't know what she say. Talking about war is going to be over and fuel not going to be affected. Silly I am. Stupid girl. Stupid girl, stupid girl, a stupid girl, a stupid girl, a stupid girl. I'm talking, but I'm not even telling you what I'm doing, isn't it? I'm adding my brands now. But it's no longer, it's M. It's discontinued. So I better slowly use it and don't finish it. They don't have it anymore. It's a discontinued product. So I need to find myself one that is going to replace this one. I need a replacer. And I said I was going to add some of this. There I go. You see what I mean? I forget. That's it out there. Just to brighten here. Yes. Stupid girl. I said I was going to brighten that bit there, isn't it? Brighten. It's so. Yes. See, so Mr. Putin is saying, that Carla, she's just as mad as I am. Talking about gas price and cost of living. Well, it won't affect cost of living. It will soon be over. Really? Where you get your information from? Fake news again. Fake news. She come with fake news. She got fake news. Don't believe her. Fake news. Right. I think that's it. Yes. Right. Yep. Right, I'm not gonna use this. This is a brightening powder from Avon again. Yeah, I see Carla. I see you're an Avon girl, isn't it? Yes. Truth me told, I am. Magic. Mark Magic. So yes, it's a brightening powder. So I'm going to double that a little under my eye. It's dry. It's wet. You don't want it too wet, because if it's too wet, it moves the product. And I don't want it to move. See, you see my nose? I've just had a nose job. Yeah, I didn't tell you people. I didn't want any fuss, you know. But you're going to come at me and say, hey, I thought you said you were natural. Don't do that. Don't do that, Carla. Don't follow me. The lie I'm telling. Never said a word like that. Me? Where am I to get money from to go on? Hold on, let's put some of this first. Let's put some of the buttercup. Dab it. Shoot it. Dab it first. Okay, here we come. So that was the Sasha buttercup. It's nearly finished, look. Not much left in it. Do I try something else? I don't know, it's when you're used to the oldie but goodies. It's hard to move on to something else, to try something else. The brightening powder that I'm going to use now. If you notice where I'm putting it as well, I'm right in here, in the corner here. That's where I'm stamping it, because I want that area to be bright, because you know that's where the dark spot is. The dark under eye is right there. So yeah. Okay, so that's it. We're done in this. We're done here. Okay. Yeah, where's just one to put the white in my. But let's see how I get on. So what I put first on my eyelid, I put it first, and then I'm doing this other, the darker one after. Just to build up. Oh. In my eye. Now you see why it's not something that I practice doing. Again, come on, girl. You blind yourself. That's it. I'm not putting any more on it. I'm blinding myself here. I am going to put the one more. I'm not so good already. Ah, yeah. I don't have good eyes already. Yeah, isn't that? It's poking me. Oh, Carla. No. My. Am I okay? Am I okay? No. No. My word. Okay, just so you know, to brighten. Don't add some of this. Just to brighten it in here. Yeah. Then some, let's set my face and then set my face and my blush. Well, you know already, it's a good old Fit Me Maybelline. My shade is 3 something, 360 or 350. So that's it. Maybelline Fit Me. Super drugs all the way. Super drugs. You know, super drugs here reminds me of your what's the place you go to in America? Sephora and another one. Alto. Is it Alto? Well, you know what I'm talking about. That one in America. Yeah. Well, I know Sephora is one of them. So, is it Alto? Can't remember. Yeah. So our super drugs is kind of similar. Yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna spray again. Set, spray. Yep. We set and spray and set and spray. We set and we spray. And sit. I'm going to add my. You know, my thing here is. Like I must try the liquid one now. I see they're using. I probably should try the liquid. Not concealer, liquid bronzer. Let's try that. Just because I'm so stick with these ones here. So now we're gonna do all my blush. I used to spray this one, you know, because it was never, you know, not showing up as I wanted to. But I have the other one anyway, the stick one, so it's e.l.f. I like it because it does have an element of like it has a highlighter in it. But all of us, did I finish my conversation on the economy? Girlfriend, please, girlfriend, please, finish the conversation, man. Well, now they're talking that the government should assist by, you know, especially those who are on benefit, you know, to help, because you're getting the same money and everything is hiked up. Prices in the supermarket, the basics are expensive. The basics are bread, eggs, cheese, bread, egg, cheese. You know, those are the basics, and tin produce. Gas in England, you know, we use gas and electric, which so come through the pipe. Not through the pipe. I think it's ear gas. Don't know how that make. Don't ask me. Pay for always kind of like on a monthly basis, or if you have a prepayment thing, then you know you just tap it up as you go along. It's the same, you know, just that they're similar. But yeah, so that's the next thing is for them to increase universal credit. You know, so because in the pandemic they were giving them £20 extra, but it was temporary. They had since withdrew it. So they don't longer get the £20, but they're saying now, you know, people could do with the £20 and more because everything is gone up. I live in this house all by myself, and my gas bill £56 per month. £56 per month I'm to pay, and I'm here by myself. And it's now spring summer, so you know you tend to turn off your heating now. Well, mine wasn't off, mine was on because it was cold. There was a cold front and I switched it on, so it was cold. Switch it back on. It was off and I switch it back on. And my electric is, I think it's £80 per month, £20 per week. Yeah, I'm not lying. So 56 for electric, for gas, 80 for electricity. So yeah, so things are expensive. £20 could last me 2 weeks. So in other words, I was using £40 per month, but now it's £80. They're not easy around this way. So things are, yeah, it's not easy. So what we need, so you know, what do we need to do? We can't go and hold up the government and tell them, listen, you need to do this and you need to do that. So we need to find the solutions for ourselves. We need to find our own solution, our own way out of this situation, so that we are not left hanging and dry. We're not left hung and dry. Yeah. So a few tips that I can give is, which my friend taught me from long ago, and I'm reaping the benefit of it now. When you're not using your things that you plug in, if you're not using those appliances, unplug. Don't just shut off at the main and you think you're not using. You're still, it drains it still. It's the unseen usage, and it's costly per year. So you're home and you're drinking tea right throughout the day. Why don't you get yourself a flask? Boil the hot water, pour it into the flask. That way you will have your hot cup of teas without having to boil the kettle all the time. Depending on the size flask you have and how warm, how hot, how insulated it is, that it will keep the water warm, or some soup warm. If you know you're going to have soup, you could also put it in a flask. So everything is done all together, because let's say you're going to make a cup of teas and you're going to want soup later in the day for lunch. You could do it before 7 o'clock, because remember we're in the cheap period is I think it's 7 in the evening to 7 in the morning. So it's a cheaper rate. So if you can get most of your stuff done in that period, then that's fine. But check it out on the website of the company that you use, whether it's Eon, Southern Electric, British Gas. Yeah. Check out their website, see when it is their cheaper season, the cheaper period. And they do have when the electricity and the gas rate goes down. Put my mascara on. Again, Avon. But I do have this one, which is from Superdrugs as well. So this one is big. I don't like when it's big, but let's see how we work it out. Let's see how we're going to work on this. Did you ever talking? To hear the children playing outside. I like to hear it, because it's so quiet, and the children playing. So yeah, so that's the mascara on, guys. And I'm going to try now. Oh, I didn't put anything under here. Pop some. I've used this for some time now. Nobody's using what do you call it, highlight anymore. Is it out of fashion? I don't know. Comment down below and let me know, guys, if highlight is out of fashion now, not being used anymore. I haven't been using mine, but I don't think it's because I think it's out of fashion. I think it's because it wasn't on my makeup table. So the sun doesn't want to come out then. Not today. Not today, guys. He says not today. All right, my love. And so we're going to do our lips. What am I doing for my lips? Okay, what's this color? Let's see. Okay. And now I'm going to, let's see if some of this, another lipstick, brown from, this one here is from Avon. The outer one is from Superdrugs, and this is from Primark. Should be, I think it's brown or something like that. Right, this is nude. Okay, so let's try our new Topaz from Maybelline. What do you think? That's it. It's a finished look. So that's the look. What do you think? Carla! Here's something else. Well, that's it, guys. What do you think? Hopefully you've taken away something from today's video, whether it's through the chit chat or anything that you see I've done which you think you may want to incorporate, that, or you might be able to give me some tips yourself. So I welcome all your views, your comments down below, and hopefully, you know, you really have considered some of the stuff I've spoken about. If you want to join YouTube and you think you are in a space where you're, you know, the older person, don't let that stop you. Here I am, I'm one of them, and there are others out there who are over 50 and are doing YouTube and are doing fantastic as well. And also that, you know, the journey to Christ is, you know, it's, you got to be committed to reap the benefit that is to come. The benefit is not here on earth. The benefit will be when Christ comes and he will say, well done, thou good and faithful servant, enter. And also that, you know, we know we're living in a world which is, the economy is quite hard at this time. People are struggling very, very badly. And so we need to do something. We can't depend on the government to do it for us. We got to do it for ourselves. So wherever we can cut down, please do. Whatever, if you can donate to food banks, please do as well. You know, sometimes when we go out and we buy, there's 2 for 1. Maybe you don't need that extra one, but buy it still and just donate it to food banks. There are families out there who are really in need of it. So thank you very much, guys, for riding along with me today on this makeup journey and a little bit of a chit chat. I think you get to know me a little bit better. And thank you. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up and share it with your friends and your families. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please press that red button down below so you'll never miss another upload from Life with Carla. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.